So today it's all about one pot. It's not going to be really so much of a recipe, it's just going to be a chuck together. But I just wanted to showcase today, first of all, this fire bowl. Look at the fire bowl, it's cracked all the way through, all the way to the bottom, and it's cracked all the way to the side here, almost to the other hole there. It doesn't matter, it's been cracked for 18 months, it'll be cracked probably for another 18 months. That's just for the people who get a cracked fire bowl and go, shit, what am I going to do? I've got no fire bowl. Just keep cooking, doesn't matter. So this is going to be pretty similar to how I do my low and slows on the rotisserie. Basically, there's going to be no deflector plates in this whatsoever. I'm going to start this off now, like that. So now we just put our divide and conquer rack in there with our wok setter on the top position. Going to let that burn like we would any other normal cook. Going to come back in several minutes or so, and then we'll do the next stage. Okay, so several minutes have gone by. I'm just going to put this big bit of lump right here on the top. Just like that. Make a little bit of a pyramid. And I close the dome. I'm going to leave my bottom vent wide open and my top slider wide open. I'm going to come back later on and set my vents. Now you can't read this, but my temperature gauge is hitting the 150 Fahrenheit mark. This is where I set my vents. My dome temperature gauge is got a bit of condensation inside, it makes it a little bit hard to see, but believe me, it's hitting the 150 Fahrenheit. Now we close our bottom slider and we use the Estino finger method. Perfect. And all we do is close our slider and leave our daisy wheel open for now. I want to be cooking in the 110 Celsius range, so I may need to close that up a little bit. Now this is not so much of a recipe as more of a slap together. This is our general Friday night, well, every second Friday night. Cook up, nice and easy. Cook while we're doing things. Picking kids up, so on and so forth. So, big cast iron pot, which fits perfectly in the Kamado in that spider rack. Like I said, this isn't really a recipe, this is just a throw together, which we normally do every Friday night. Or every second Friday night. So I'm just going to caramelise some onions. Caramelise. So these are starting to go a little bit translucent now. So I've got around 9 cloves of garlic that I've crushed. Love garlic and spaghetti bog. Oh yeah, garlic is the stuff. Once that's had a head start, kilo of mince, 2 kilos of mince. Going to brown that off. Okay, so that's browned off now. I should have put a bit of salt and pepper in before then. I don't like to use a lot of salt. There's a lot of recipes out there that call for a shitload of salt. I don't see and sugar as well. I don't see the point in that if it doesn't need it. The amount of brisket and pulled pork I eat, I'm fat enough as it is. So I'd rather keep that kind of food going. A bit less sugar and salt in my spaghetti bolognese, if you know what I'm saying. Now comes the dump. Everything goes in. 4 or 5 carrots grated up. 1 massive zucchini. It's bloody huge. Mushrooms. Now, I chop the mushrooms up as thin as I can, because once the kids see the mushrooms, game over. They don't like mushrooms. Alright. Now we're getting pretty full here. Mix it around. This is a great way to get veggies into the kids too, because all that will reduce down. All they'll see is a mushroom, unfortunately. So you'll get a lot of juice from that zucchini as well, and the carrot. So 2 tins of crushed tomato. Dump in some passata. Stir that through. Another couple of tins of crushed tomato. Just do this by eye. Bit more passata. Oh, that's all I was saying. Bit more pepper. Bit more salt. I know what you're thinking. Where's the herbs? I forgot the herbs. This is going to be herbless. I say it's going to be herbless, but we're going to chuck some oregano oil in right at the end. If I put it in at the start, it will just basically disappear through the cook. So we'll show that at the end. doTERRA oregano oil, and maybe basil if we have it, and black pepper. Oh, stop it. Alright, so we're ready for the Kamado now. Let's go see how we're going out there. Okay, we're right at the 110 Celsius mark. I've got a big chunk of apium which I'm going to chuck in here now. That'll slowly smoke away there. Apium's a mix between apricot and plum, if you don't already know. Goes really good with stews and curries and things like this. Okay, so that's full to the brim. That shouldn't overflow. Make sure it's, oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for around 5 hours, and we'll come back and see how it looks. I can smell that apium already. It's a great wood. If you can source it, give it a shot. It's definitely worth it. So we're right at the 5 hour mark. Give this a bit of a stir through. Oh man, this is going to be so good. When I take this off, let it cool a bit, all that juice will thicken up. So very soon I'll add the doTERRA oils and stuff. doTERRA oils, black pepper, oregano and basil. Hand squeezed by the monks in the squeezing business. Yes. Oh, that's looking really good. That's thickening up nicely. Thickening up really nicely. So actually that's almost, I think that's almost ready. I might go get my oil. Yes. So apparently all you need is 1 drop. So I'm going to put, there, 1 or 2 drops in there of oregano. 1 or 2 drops of basil. I'd say there'll probably be 3 drops. And black pepper. Oh, I could smell that black pepper as soon as I shook it out. It's amazing the smell I'm getting from that already. I'm not just being an idiot, not intentionally. Oh man, the wife might be onto something with this stuff. Alright, so I'm going to taste it and see if there's anything I need to add to this, and it's going to be bloody hot. Funnily enough, it needs more salt. So, I'm going to add some salt to that and I'll be back. It's funny, I'm getting that black pepper through without any heat. That's really amazing. I'd still rather add salt as I go and taste it, as opposed to just add 1/4 of a cup in at the start or something like that. I've got a nice hit of oregano. The black pepper is actually very good. I'm just not getting enough basil, so I'll just give that another couple of shakes. Oh, I can smell that. It's really amazing. Oh yeah, you can still just put fresh basil in there. We didn't have any, so we did the oil route tonight. We didn't have any. I'm going to take that off now, let that cool down a little bit, let that sauce thicken up a little bit more, and then we're into it.